Hey guys, I hope you like this story. I wrote it myself. I'm trying to write my own stories and not take ones off of Reddit because I find that it's more fun writing my own stories. So if there's any grammatical errors or stuff like that, I apologize. I just kind of write these when I have free time, and it takes me like a week to finish these. So I think I'm gonna go with one upload a week and just have one story in it. I know that's not a lot of content, but if I'm still uploading, I'm fine with that. If you want me to start posting more videos, just tell me and I can try, I guess. But as you can see, I'm not the most fluent with posting content. So I hope you like this story, and I hope you have a splendid rest tonight. I had been talking to this girl online who I met in a game of Counter-Strike. We got along really well, and I'd known her for almost a year. She lived in Texas, and I lived in California, so there wasn't that great of a chance that I'd ever get to meet her. But then she told me she was going on a trip to Nevada. I told her that the place where I was going was really close to where I lived. She was going in about a month, and I told her that if she had a free day, that I would drive up to where she was staying. She looked excited and agreed. I was really happy that I'd finally get to meet her. She was always there for me in my darkest times. I don't have too many friends, so she was one of my go-to people when I was down. The month leading up to her visiting me, she was kind of acting different, like she was mad at me in a way. I eventually asked her if she was angry at me, but she told me there was nothing wrong. She was just stressed out. That was the only thing she would say. Eventually, she was leaving to go to Nevada. I was getting excited, yet really nervous. When she got there, she told me that she could meet up with me that day. I thought she said she'd be busy, but I didn't say anything because I was free that day and was anxious to see her. I was driving up there, and she started texting me, telling me where to meet. She was staying at one of the shadier motels in the city. I thought that was weird because she seemed pretty wealthy. An hour after she texted me, I arrived. She said she drove a silver Toyota Corolla, so I found the motel with that car outside and knocked on the door. Nobody had answered. This made me confused. I then noticed this man staring at me from around the corner. Then I looked to my right, and there was another. I realized the parking lot was completely empty, apart from her car and my truck. I looked behind me, and there was a black truck with a shady-looking man in the front seat. I was completely freaked out and decided I was going to get in my car, drive to somewhere public, and text her. I went to a subway parking lot and asked her where she was because the place she told me she was at was completely empty. She said I had the wrong place, gave me a different motel address, and so I went there, completely oblivious to the black trucks following me. I got there. The lot wasn't empty this time. I got out of my car, looked around. I found her car and walked over to the room it was in front of. "Come in," I heard an oddly masculine yet girly voice yell from inside. I hesitated, but walked in. I instantly regretted my decision and was nearly hit at the side of the head with a crowbar. I went to run away and saw the black trucks from earlier spin around to try and block the exits. I bolted into my car, locked the door, and turned the key. I put the car in reverse and tried my best to get the hell out of there. I drove onto the grass and straight past the trucks. They turned around to chase me. I made a turn every possible way I could and sped so a cop would see me and pull me over. Eventually the trucks found me and were tailing right behind me. They even tried swerving into my car, yet they missed several times. Finally, after what seemed like these guys endlessly trying to crash into me, a cop saw and started chasing me. The black trucks slowed down and took the next turn they could. I explained to the cop what was happening. He said he got the truck's license plate on the dash cam. I was so thankful it was over. I don't know what would have happened if they actually caught me.